I cannot say that this is a genuine marriage.
At the British High Commission in Delhi, Officer Hassan Siddiqui is with a man he believes may have entered a sham marriage to get a UK visa. Jaswin Singh recently entered Britain illegally. That's when he met a British woman. Back in India, the couple have tied the knot. Now he wants UK residency.
Do you have any evidence of living together? An album with a picture of yourself or with somebody else is not evidence of living together. It's in here, right. Tell me exactly what it is that you have in here.
My bills. Water bill.
Water bills. Sorry, council tax. This is dated 20. How old is your wife?
35. 60. Now she's 60.
And how old are you?
35 now me.
Wife is 60 and I am 35.
Waiting outside is the 60-year-old bride, a school teacher from Wales.
You've got a lot of photographs having spent time together. Do you take these photographs for the benefit of this interview?
नहीं जिदा ही फोटो खिंचने का बहुत शौक है मेरी वाइफ को वो जदों भी
My wife is very fond of taking photographs.
I've noticed that none of the photographs have anyone that I could assume is her friend, because all of the people in these photographs all seem to be other Asian males of your age. Can you explain why, and have you ever met any of her friends?
मैं इन्हां दी बेस्ट फ्रेंड ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਗਿਲਨ name is Glynis.
Yeah. I met her best friend. Her name is Glynis.
Why have you chosen to marry somebody who is slightly older than yourself and has 2 grown-up children who I'm assuming doesn't speak Punjabi, and I've noticed that your level of English is relatively basic. Is there any particular reason that you've chosen to marry this lady?
नहीं और कोई वजह नहीं सी जिदा प्यार मेरा पै गया जिदा इकट्ठे रहंदे सी किसी भी उम्र
I fell in love with her and there was no other reason to marry her.
Mr. Singh may say he's in love, but it takes more than that to qualify for residency. And his Welsh wife has yet to be quizzed.
Hello, Evelyn Rita. Thank you.
How are you? You all right? Everything good?
Okay, I'm nervous.
Yeah, understandably. Yes. Everybody who sits on that side of the chair always is. How are you finding living in Punjab?
It's absolutely amazing. I truly embraced India even before I came here. I'd had lots of videos sent over, so I was able to watch all those, and I knew everybody by sight before I met them. So that was nice, and
How do you think they've reacted in regards to, you're from the UK,
yes,
and you don't speak Punjabi. How's the interaction?
Well, they're very loving towards me, and they were very accepting of me from the very beginning, even when we were talking and laughing and saying "Sat Sri Akal" on the phone and things like that.
So tell me a little bit about how both you two met in the UK.
I was out walking my dog on the beach and on the breakwater, and I saw Jas sitting on his own, and I thought I just said hello, and he said hello, and he smiled at me with his gorgeous smile, and I thought, oh, he's rather gorgeous, but he's very young. Slowly, we got to know each other, and I helped him with his English, and we just clicked. We clicked straight away.
How did you decide to get married? What was who made a decision? Did he propose?
Well, it wasn't a romantic setting at all. I think we were in the kitchen, and we probably, because he's been showing me Indian cooking and how to make chapatis and things like that, so we probably, I think it was, had a meal and sat down, and he said, do you think you would like to marry me? So I said, yes. I said, yes, definite.
Okay, great. What would you do if there's a scenario where, unfortunately, your sponsor doesn't get entry clearance and cannot join you in the UK? Are you happy to stay in India? You do like it a lot here, you know his family.
I like it a lot here, and I know his family, but you know, all my family are in the UK. My dog, and my house, and my home, and my 2 boys. So really, you know, living in India isn't an option for me.
What are you going to do? Because if we refuse entry clearance, are you going to stay or are you going to go back?
Well,
that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. I haven't thought about that, to be honest, because I thought, I thought because it's genuine relationship and we love each other and we want to be together, that we might be lucky enough to get a visa. And that's honestly the only answer I can give you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm not going back without him, all right? I need a hug. I need hugs. Oh, this is huge for us because I don't want to go back to the UK without my husband. When you love someone and you're used to being with them, that's very difficult.
It's not easy for Officer Siddiqui either. He consults his boss, Alex White.
Do you have any concerns about the relationship at all?
Well, there is a significant age difference, and you know, it's open to, well, you know, interpretation here, but I cannot, from the immigration rules, say that this is not a genuine marriage, and I can't.
Satisfied the relationship subsists?
Well, I can be as satisfied as I can be on paper, and from the interview, I can't really say what's inside someone's heart.
I do realise it's a bit of a sensitive area and it is subject to exploitation, but given the information you've given me, I think we're going to have to issue the visa.
Okay, let's do that, let's do that. I'll go and tell them right now.
All right, thanks.
Bye. Hi, have a seat, please. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Having assessed the application and referred it, we've decided to issue entry clearance, and we're going to basically ask Jasmine to undertake a medical check before we issue the visa. So that may take a little while, and I hope you have a long and fruitful marriage.
Apart from when I had the children, this is the happiest day of my life, and a really good start for both of us.
I hope your happiness lasts.
At Heathrow Terminal 3, there is a queue of people trying to get into Britain. Officer Tim Wetherall's been working these passport desks for 3 years and does things by the book. He stopped a man from Chicago who says he's here to spend time with his girlfriend.
An American who is a basketball player. He's coming to the UK for 2 months. He has a Portuguese girlfriend here who he says he's coming to see. When I asked him what exactly he's going to be doing in the UK, he just said working out. The concern at the moment is that, I mean, the sponsor says she has enough funds to support him, and you know, we have nothing to disbelieve that claim. The worry I have is that he may possibly have been working illegally in Spain, which obviously then we would have the concern that he would do the same here.
The American and his Portuguese girlfriend have been living in Spain, which is now waiting for him in arrivals downstairs. Officer Wetherall won't let them see each other until he's satisfied the man isn't planning to live and work in the UK.
And what is it that you do for work?
Play basketball.
Okay, so what is it you're actually coming over to the UK for today?
Visit my girlfriend.
But what plans do you have with your girlfriend with regards to sort of going forward? Obviously, she's just moved to the UK. Long term, do you sort of plan on moving here or planning on moving to Portugal, or has it not really been discussed?
Actually, I'm planning on getting married.
Okay. Are you engaged currently, or?
Yes. I'm here because we're making our way to the embassy to take care of the part of the marriage.
Okay. How long have you been together? yourself, Miguel.
Ooh, man, y'all, God. Ask some personal questions, man.
Well, I mean, that's related to whether or not you'd be allowed to marry in the UK. That's why I asked.
2.5 years.
Okay. In order to get married in the UK, you're required to have a visa before you come here.
A marriage visa?
Yeah. The fact that obviously you've stated you're planning on getting married and you don't have the visa that you required prior to coming here may result in you being refused leave to enter into the UK today. Okay? That's not a decision that's been made yet. That's nothing, but I'm just making you aware that's sort of the worst case scenario. Okay, you understand that? I don't think he's sort of been trying to deceive us at all. I don't think he's sort of tried to not tell the truth, but I just think he seems sort of quite naive. He wasn't aware of the fact that he needed to have this entry clearance, which he hasn't got. Unfortunately, I'm happy that he's been telling me the truth during an interview. So yeah, as I say, I think it's sort of naivety rather than sort of any deception that's gone on here.
The decision to allow or refuse the American entry will be made by Officer Weatherall. But first he will consult the Chief Immigration Officer.
So the bottom line is, he's coming here not as a visitor, he's coming to get married.
Yes.
Plans after that are still up in the air.
Still up in the air. He said that mainly they're probably looking at going back to Spain.
Why bother coming here, getting a job, and why bother getting married here? If in the end staying in the UK isn't part of the plan. I'm not happy because this man has now told us he's coming to get married. He could have told us that when he first arrived. So at the moment, I am looking that this man might not qualify for entry. But obviously, given that the sponsor is an EEA national, that's some area we have to look at as well. And, we'll make a decision when we've looked at all the facts.
The American's fate is now back in Officer Weatherall's hands. We'll have to find out if it is true love.
Well, I mean, as a visitor, he does not qualify for entry into the UK because he's coming to get married here. What we need to do now is find out to make sure he doesn't qualify for entry as an unmarried partner of someone settled in the UK. In order for him to qualify for entry, the parties have to have been living together in a relationship akin to a marriage or a civil partnership which has subsisted for 2 years or more. So how long have the two of you been in a relationship before? How long have you sort of actually been a couple for?
Approximately 2 years and 3 months.
And how sort of quickly after you got together did you end up living together? Did you cohabit straight away, or have you?
No, maybe a year later.
A year or so later.
Yeah. Now, where's my fiancé?
She's in the arrivals area downstairs. She's actually at the airport. Okay.
I got a confession, man. These last months or 2 months, man, I've been going through a lot.
Okay.
Man, my sister died.
Yeah, your fiancé told
A
me.
couple of my aunties died. I just need to get away from the States.
Okay.
Because
I can understand that, and
I just need to get away, man. And my getaway is my girlfriend. And
okay.
so I won't even get to see my girlfriend.
There is a chance that you won't get to see her. No, I'm not going to lie to you, because she can't come up through security this way.
Please, man.
Again, that's not sort of cast in stone, and I haven't made any decisions yet, and no one has. But I don't want to give you the hope that you're going to be able to spend time with her, as there is a chance you might not be able to. Okay. It sounds like he has had a hard time in the States. The fiancé stated that his sister was murdered back there, which is obviously, it's horrific for anyone. And we do take into account any compelling and compassionate circumstances. But given that he's also said that most of his family are still back in the States, I don't think we're if we were to sort of refuse him, if that's the decision that's made, I don't think that's unduly harsh, because obviously he does have his family settled back there. The last time they saw each other was when he left to go back to the States from Portugal in February when his sister was murdered. And they haven't seen each other since then.
I think we should refuse him entry, and I think we should refuse him entry as a visitor.
On the basis?
On the basis of the fact that he has few ties to his home country.
Yeah.
There are having some discrepancies between what he said about his relationship with the sponsor initially, having some discrepancies about what he said he was coming to do as well, because he didn't mention the wedding until later on. What about any compassionate circumstances that apply here?
He's obviously very upset, and he's been sort of close to tears and in tears throughout the interview, to be honest. His main concern was whether or not he's going to get to see his girlfriend. I don't think that there are compassionate circumstances that justify granting him entry into the UK, but there may possibly, just to allow him to see his girlfriend, if we're satisfied he's not going to abscond, to possibly grant temporary admission.
Temporary admission can be granted before a decision is made or after a decision is made. It's where we normally retain the passport and the documents, and it's where somebody is allowed outside on licence as such. They're not legally admitted to the United Kingdom, and they have to report back at certain times, and we would put a time limit on the temporary admission.
The compassion of the immigration officers means he will get 1 day to see his girlfriend. Then he must go back to Chicago. Officer Weatherall will hang on to his passport.
If you get the marriage visa, there's absolutely nothing stopping you coming back to get married here, OK? You're OK to go now.
At Heathrow, Immigration Officer Hall has another case. She has stopped a 19-year-old Canadian who's also an online gaming fan.
He's coming here for 4 months to visit his girlfriend, who's a British national. By his own admission, he's got very limited funds, £900, 4 months. He doesn't have a credit card to back it up. Mr. Sacconi? Hello. My name's Bridget. I'm going to be dealing with your case today. £900, 4 months. OK, even if you're staying at a friend's house, we all live in the UK, we know how expensive it can be. Anything could happen. He could need emergency treatment. Who knows? You know, that £900 isn't going to go very far. Catherine?
Thank you.
Is anyone meeting you today, sir?
Yes, my girlfriend should be here.
If you just look here for me. Now, your girlfriend's name Kira May. Is that Kira May is her first name or May is her surname? Like her family name? OK. All right, we'll go through to the interview room. Some of the questions may be quite probing. I don't want to upset you at all, but I have to get a really clear answer. So, how do you know your girlfriend?
I met her online playing a computer game.
When was this?
I originally met her about a year ago.
And we're talking online, we're not talking face-to-face at that point. OK. Have you ever met your girlfriend in person? No.
First time today, hopefully.
Officer Hall is concerned that if things go well for the Canadian and his girlfriend, he may be tempted to stay on in the UK. Perhaps a call to his girlfriend will set things straight.
Hello, can I speak to Kira May, please? You are expecting him today, are you? OK. Can I just ask, how do you know him? How long ago? So you'd say that you've known Glenn for a total of 4 or 5 weeks, yeah? No longer than that? Because he actually told me he'd met you a year ago. Well, obviously, we're not sure whether we're going to allow him into the UK at this moment in time. I'm going to have to go back to him and just, obviously put that discrepancy to him. Is there, are you going to be contactable on this number again? Because I think he may want to speak to you. OK. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's a man. It's a man. Yeah, that was a man. I said, can I speak to Kira? Yeah, that's me. Now, unless she's got a really sore throat, that's a man.
As Officer Hall now knows the passenger's internet girlfriend is male and the two have never met, she must tread carefully if the news is not to come as a shock.
Have you spoken to your sponsor on the phone at all?
It's always been online.
This is going to sound like a mad question. Bear with me, OK? What sex is your sponsor?
Yeah.
OK. Well, you said girlfriend.
She's a girlfriend. She's...
Oh, God, so you could have saved me lots of time, sir.
Yeah,
we don't have a problem with people having boyfriends at all.
No, it's... well...
So I was concerned then. I thought you didn't know.
No, I know.
OK.
Complicated.
Right. Now, we have a little problem.
Okay.
Your sponsor told me you had only met 4 or 5 weeks ago.
As a relationship, yeah.
Well, online. He said online.
Really?
That they met, yeah. So you're saying as a relationship, yes, but...
I swear I've known him longer than that, through the game.
Officer Hall is still concerned about the man's limited funds, but the passenger claims he'll get help from his girlfriend's mother.
I have to be sure, again, that he's going to leave when he says he will, and without speaking to the sponsor's mum and knowing that she's happy for him to be here, she's happy to support them financially. You know, it's all second-hand information. Oh, hello. Hi. How do you know Glenn, please? The amount of money he has available to him, which is rather limited given the time he wants to stay. I'm just wondering, I mean, if it came to it, would you be in a position where you would be able to support him financially? Right. Can I just...
The mother's willingness to help the passenger financially could be enough to convince Officer Hall to grant entry. But first, she must run it by her boss.
Shortly. OK, bye. I need to speak to you, Matt. That was the mum.
Sponsor's mum.
Sponsor's mum. She's known about this all along. She's more than happy to support him whilst he's here. I want to land him.
You do?
I do. Initially, no. You know what? I thought it was a refusal, but I've spoken to everybody involved now. I cannot, in good faith, refuse this man when I think that I tend to agree with him and I think he will go home.
Fair enough.
OK.
That's the landing then.
Brilliant, thank you. So now I have the happy task of letting my passenger out on his holiday. I'm going to allow you in for your holiday. The only proviso is I have landed you, so I've put a stamp in your passport until the date of your return ticket.
Perfect.
So you have to leave on or before this date.
Passport control at Heathrow's Terminal 3. Here, immigration officers have only a few minutes to make sure each passenger has a genuine reason to enter the country. A single element of doubt is all that's needed to detain a passenger and investigate further. Officer Neil Newbury has been handed a case.
What we've got today is a South African national who's arrived for a 4-month holiday to visit a British friend. He's only got about £20 on him to support him while he's here for the 4 months. So he's going to rely on his sponsor to support him while he's here.
Officer Newbury believes the passenger's lack of funds suggests he's not on holiday, but here to work.
Just out of interest, the guy's got one of the best names I've ever come across. His first name is Dazzling, which is actually quite a tremendous first name, so fantastic. Probably one of the best names I've ever come across in this job. So just because of that, I'm quite looking forward to this today. I'm going to call him Dazzling all day. OK, Dazzling, if you want to come through for me. I'm going to be dealing with your case today, OK? Need to do a quick bag search downstairs.
Dazzling, a sports coach, has already provided letters to prove he has a course to go back to in South Africa and after that, a job in the US. Officer Newbury wants to search his bags to see if there's anything to suggest this is not the case. First, there's a question he's dying to know the answer to.
So, if you don't mind me asking, you've probably been asked this loads of times before, but where did you get the name Dazzling from? It's quite...
My mother gave me that name.
She called you Dazzling, yeah? That's
Yeah.
it's quite an interesting first... Probably one of the most interesting first names I've heard.
Documents and letters can be an excellent source of clues for immigration officers. These will need closer inspection.
I'll need to hold on to you just so I can have a quick look through them a little bit later and I get them back to you a little bit later today. OK? If you want to grab your bits and pieces and follow me upstairs. I kind of like him. He seems a really nice guy. Very open. Doesn't seem to be hiding anything from me. Yeah, I kind of like him as a person.
While Dazzling's photograph and fingerprints are taken for immigration records, Officer Newbury looks through the documents he found in his bags. Among the papers are the original versions of the letters the passenger showed on arrival at passport control.
This is interesting. He's brought with him a letter from his college saying that he's required to start studying in July 2009. Oh dear, not good at all. Which is exactly the same letter, but the dates have been plastered on. And underneath the date of the letter is another date April 2006. Good standing with his employer. Has had the dates changed on it to make it look like he's got something to go back to, which is very odd. Again, it's all of a sudden it's starting to take a turn for the worse for him. See what else he's got. Yep, the same for, he had another letter from, looks like an employer that he brought with him. And here's the original with the dates taped on. Oh dear, not good at all. So I assume he's printed these out, changing the dates to give the impression that he's got a course to go back to South Africa for, and that he's in good standing with his employer. Oh dear, that's not good at all for him. It puts a whole new spin on this entire case, as far as I'm concerned.
If Dazzling wants to start his holiday today, he'll have to come up with a good reason why he presented fake letters. Now it seems there might be more deception. Officer Newbury has received a call from someone inquiring about Dazzling. It's not the friend he says he's here to stay with, but a woman who's waiting for him in arrivals.
He's your boyfriend. Dazzling's your boyfriend, yeah? And are you British, Jenya? Yeah? What was your nationality before you get a British passport? Russian, okay. And how long have you been in the UK? For 5 years, okay. Okay, thank you. Bye. All right, that was Dazzling's girlfriend. Now, Dazzling's not even mentioned this girlfriend. She's told me that they're very much in love. So, yeah, that's not really helped his cause much at all, to be honest. I think he's probably looking to stay here, get a job, live with his girlfriend, perhaps get married, because if she gets a British passport, he can then apply as her fiancé to stay in the UK. But, you know, he's lied to us right from the very start.
It's time to get to the bottom of why Dazzling is coming to Britain. It would appear he has a clear conscience.
He knows I've taken the documents from the back. He knows what's in them. He must have some idea that I've found out what he's done to those documents. But at the moment he's just lying down in the holding room, having 40 winks by the looks of it. It looks quite comfortable in there. It seems really easygoing at the moment. I wonder how he's going to react when I start questioning about these bits and pieces found in his bag. It'd be interesting to see what his reaction's going to be honest. But I'll have to wake him up and ask him some questions now. Dazzling? Why have you come to the UK today?
I came here to visit Benjamin, who's a friend of mine.
So why does Ben have to support you?
Why does he have to support me?
Yeah.
Because I'm his guest. And I'm just
yeah, but I've had guests over to my house.
Yes.
But I couldn't support someone for 4 months.
Oh, no.
So why is Ben supporting you for such a long time in a foreign country?
Because we're friends.
So you have no money for yourself?
What do you
just
mean for now?
For you?
No, I got £20.
But, you know, for 4 months, you have no money for yourself?
For now, yeah, no.
No?
No, I don't have money.
How do you know, is it Yenya? Jenya?
Yes.
Yenya. How do you know her?
Oh, I met Jenya through Ben.
Is Yenya your girlfriend?
Yes,
she is.
Yes, she is.
I'm actually surprised you didn't mention your girlfriend earlier, because if I was going to a foreign country and if one of the people I was going to be seeing would be my girlfriend, I'd mention her before probably mention anyone else.
But
surprised you've not mentioned it earlier.
No, because Ben is a person responsible for me. She is my girlfriend, yes, but Ben is a person that's responsible.
Okay. Found this in your bags. When I was doing your bag search earlier today. I found that, which seems to be the original of the letter you gave my colleague earlier today.
Which one? This one here?
Yep. And this one, which is also the original of what you gave my colleague earlier today. And underneath this, one of them, I think it says April 2006, as opposed to February 2009.
Are you talking about these letters here?
Yep. These ones that were found in your bag. They've had the dates changed. And these seem to be the hard copy of the dates. That I assume would be cut out and then stuck onto the letters to change the dates to make it appear that these are up-to-date letters.
Yeah, but this is genuine, that's where I'm going.
This is genuine?
Yeah.
With these
you can
dates taped on them, they're still genuine, are they?
Yeah, The person that was supposed to be writing me a letter was sick, so I had to come to UK, and I already booked the ticket already, so the person was sick, so they couldn't write me a letter.
Well, why is that the dates changed on that one as well? Why have we changed the dates on this one?
Oh, the guy was not there.
The guy wasn't there?
No.
So you changed the dates on both of them because one was sick and one wasn't there?
He wasn't there, but you can find out here on both of them.
I'm now going to speak to Chief Immigration Officer.
Okay.
And explain what you said when you first arrived,
Yes.
what we found in your bags,
Okay.
and what you've told me now.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It's still not looking good for you. Okay?
Okay.
If a passenger tries to deceive immigration in an attempt to enter the UK, he shouldn't be surprised what happens when he's found out. Chief Immigration Officer Matt Dyson is in no doubt.
Sorry. I'm not particularly dazzled by this, I'm afraid. No, he's not even close, is he?
No.
Fitting well?
Yep.
Flight tonight?
Not a flight until tomorrow afternoon.
You provide documents for a reason. They're supposed to show that he's a good, upstanding individual that's going to go back to whatever he's going to go back to. But to actually produce letters which clearly are false means he has no credibility whatsoever.
You're going to be refused entry to the UK today and returned back to South Africa on the next available flight. Okay? Okay. Now, we've arranged a flight back to South Africa for you. There's not a flight back till tomorrow afternoon, so I'm afraid you're going to have to stay with us overnight. We'll get a bed for you, something more comfortable, get something to sleep. Then you'll come back here tomorrow afternoon for the flight. Okay? Understand all that?
Dazzling is held in a detention centre overnight and put on a flight back to South Africa the next day. The couple have no idea about the extra guests planning to surprise them on their big day. The officers must keep their presence a secret in case the groom gets cold feet and runs.
The plan is no one can actually see where we are situated. Mr. Khan, his wife and the witnesses will be brought in. We'll be here. This is where we'll make our arrest and make further inquiries.
The wedding party has arrived, expecting to go straight into the marriage ceremony. But the team have arranged for just the groom to be brought into the room where they're ready and waiting.
Hello, sir. You'd like to come in here for me, please? Yep, hello. I'm an immigration officer from the United Kingdom Border Agency. So I'm arresting you as a suspected immigration offender. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do see may be noted and later given in evidence. For the moment, sir, for your safety and for mine, I'm going to place handcuffs on you. So I'd like you to put your hands like that for me, please. Out of you in front of you like this.
I will not do it till I see my lawyer because...
no, at the moment, sir, just put your hands up here for me. All right?
What I did
just keep them,
wrong.
that'll be explained to you, sir, okay?
You're under arrest at this moment in time as a suspected.
I got all the legal documents with me.
Yes, listen carefully.
Do you understand?
I can't believe that. I mean, I got all the
Sir.
legal documents with
Do you
me.
understand?
I come through
Put your
all
hands like
the
that.
home office process.
Yes, just take a seat over here for me, Mr. Khan. All right? Right, so, can you tell me why you're here today?
Because I'm here to marry with my fiancé
Okay, how long have you known your fiancé for?
since August 2007.
And where did you first meet?
We met in the market town center first time, and we started dating each other.
Why are you marrying now, sir? Why are you getting married now?
Because I've been this lady from the last 2 years, okay, and she's very caring, and we've been friends together first, and then we realized that we fell in love, right? And she asked me one day, and he said,
She asked you?
Yes. I said, you really like me, you really love me? I said, yes, I do really like you, love you, and I really care about you, and she did as well.
All right, Mr. Khan, is this a last-ditch attempt for you to stay in the United Kingdom by marrying a British citizen?
Well, look, to marrying a British citizen is not a crime, is not illegal, right?
I didn't ask you that,
No,
Mr. Khan. Listen to the question.
If somebody fell in love with me and I fell in love with you and we cohabiting each other, right, is not a crime, right?
Have you paid just to marry you?
No, I did not pay any single penny. You can ask her right now, she's there.
All right, Mr. Khan, what we're going to do now is we're going to take you to a vehicle which is parked at the back of this building.
Can you please, can I see my lawyer for 1 word? 1 minute?
You get a chance to possibly speak to him later.
You can do that later, okay?
No, I'd like to just have one single word.
No. Just listen carefully, sir. I'm trying to explain to you.
Otherwise you can use
Mr.
force
Khan,
or beat me.
Mr. Khan,
Well,
you
and
need
I'll
to
be
listen
screaming.
to this officer till he explains everything to you,
Whatever,
okay?
you kill me, you beat me, but I want to have...
Sir, please, there's no need for that kind of talk. We're not going to kill you, we're not going to beat you. I'm trying to explain to what's going to happen. Listen, Mr. Khan, listen.
You're under arrest, you do as we said just now, okay?
My got a mother heart condition, right, okay? You have to inform my brother at least.
Well, so we will tell...
No, first you go and tell you're arresting me. No, you first you go and tell
Stand up for
arresting
me.
me.
Stand up
But
for
Mr.
me,
Khan, if you do this nice and quietly, then your mother won't get upset, will
okay?
she?
You will be given the chance at the police station to ask who you want informed, okay?
All right.
And you will speak to yourself.
And we will tell everyone here what's happening.
Imran!
Let's go.
So that's enough. Don't shout.
Imran! 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 They're arresting me! Imran! Excuse me. यार गजाला से बात करो यार. Excuse me, please.
No, upstairs you're not allowed up here.
Do this properly, sir.
I don't care who you are, just know you're not allowed
Listen,
up here.
just one word with my brother, I will leave.
Not here, at the police station.
Yeah, what I did wrong, you tell me first.
We will tell you.
Explain everything to me.
Can you explain this immigration here? What I go through all the documents, paperwork here.
Explain everything to me, police station, okay? You need to calm down. Okay? Everything will be explained to you there.
Just sit in the car, sir. Just turn around, head down, keep your head down. That's it. Just sitting there.
We're going to go back up now and we're going to speak to the wife, we'll speak to the brother as well and let them know, fill them in with the circumstances, but we'll speak most importantly with her first of all and see what the story is that she's got to give us.
How long have you known this man?
August 2007.
August 2007. Where did you meet him? In a pub, in a club, in a restaurant, in a house?
In a shop. In a car. It's one of my friend's pals, so I met him through a friend, and his friend brought him through to meet me. In his car.
In a car. So that was the first time you met, was in a car?
First time I met him.
Was that in a car park or was that just in the street?
Just in the street.
And what was the purpose of this meeting? Why did your friend bring this man to meet you?
Just something about talking to me and asking if things to do, like if I was getting money, like benefits and all that.
Did he mention giving you any money at all for the purpose of possibly getting married? Especially if you tell the truth.
No, he's never. He's offered, he's gave me money and that, but
How much money has he been giving you?
£20.
What is that? Every day, every week, every month?
Every week.
He gives you £20 every week. And what's that for?
That's just to help me out if I'm stuck with stuff like for gas and the like and that.
Whose idea was it to get married?
It wasn't mine.
Alright, did you fill in a form to get married? Because I've seen a form with all your details on, about your name, your mother, your father, and it's signed by you.
I signed it, but I never filled the form in.
So you didn't fill the form in, it was filled in for you by...
I don't know who by.
But it was filled in when you saw it.
I filled in when I saw it.
Did Jamie not tell you what it was for?
No, Jamie just said sign your name there, that's what I got told today.
And has he ever mentioned to you about getting married so that he can stay here in the United Kingdom, stay in Scotland? Have you ever discussed that?
He mentioned something like that. He asked me, but I never, because he only mentioned something about, have you ever been married before? And I told him, no, I've not been married before. But he mentioned about married and that, but he never mentioned anything about getting married to me or anything.
So if Jamie had said to you, come on, let's go to Glasgow, we're going to get married, what would you have said to him?
I would have said no.
Have you ever had any intention of getting married to Jimmy Rose Khan?
No, just friends.
Do you believe now that he's deceiving you so that he can remain in the UK?
Yeah, I know. If I knew all this, I would never have done it.
Okay. I'll take you back through. Okay.
I don't know what she thought she was coming to sign. She thought she was coming to sign papers and she had no intention of getting married, didn't know she was coming to get married. Why else you would come to a registry office? I'm not 100% certain, but she's she was certainly in no mind to get married today, so it kind of it puts the mockers on his explanation of why he's here today.
The team are satisfied the man's attempt to get married today was a scam to stay in the UK. And they caught him just in time.
If he did get married today, then ultimately he would have been in a far stronger position with the Home Office to submit any applications to remain in the UK, because he would have obviously been saying that he was in a marriage that was subsisting, and it would be harder for us with any applications that he put in to reject that.
The man is held in detention, awaiting his removal back to Pakistan. The team accept that the bride was an innocent victim of his scam.